What's up, everybody? This is Dave's Joint, and we're out here at Mount St. Michael Academy for the CHSAA Media Day. We're here with the Royals of Christ the King from Middle Village, Queens. Today we have with us two seniors, Markell Alston and Jayden Ramirez. And the man in the middle is the head coach, co-athletic director, and principal. He is also a 1995 graduate of Christ the King and is one of the few coaches in New York City to have won a CHSAA championship and a state championship as a player, assistant coach, and the head coach. Today we have with us Mr. Joe Arbitello, senior. Coach, thanks for having me. So fellas, talk about being at Christ the King and the experience.
Out of the 4 years, it's been a great experience. Meeting with people, have relationships between players, other students, teachers. It's been good.
It's a great school. We got a great group of people around us all the time. The teachers mentoring us about just life in general, just being a better person. It's just great to have people that care for you and love you around you.
So, Coach, talk about being the principal of your old institution, or shall I say your old alma mater, where you graduated from.
It's great. It's a dream come true. I'm blessed. I got my administrative degree, and I was looking for a school to be the principal at, and Christ the King happened to open up. I love it. I go from being the principal every day to getting to coach these guys, and can't complain about any of it all day. It's really a great life.
So you've been a part of this school since 1991. Talk about being a student there and then now being the head coach of a great program.
Well, I was a student athlete. I played basketball there. I did a lot of clapping. I do a lot of playing. But I think that helped me get focused in on what it means to be a coach, and understand what these young men have to go through, not only from a basketball standpoint, but from a student standpoint. The bar is high for athletes, especially basketball players at Christ the King High School. They're held to a higher standard. They got eyes on them all the time. All the stuff that they get, the LeBron gear and the traveling doesn't come without a cost. And that cost is that they're held probably to a little bit of a higher standard. So as principal, we want to continue that. It's going to make them more prepared for college. I get to interact with the student body that aren't athletes and make other programs a little bigger and try to raise them to the level of the basketball program. We're only good because we want to be good. Mm-hmm. There's no special sauce. There's nobody doing anything special for the basketball program. It's these guys that want to win and myself, and we try to let the other programs see that.
Absolutely. So let's talk about, last season, you guys made it to the quarterfinals. Obviously, you guys suffered a disappointing finish to Stepinac. Talk about last season as a whole.
Well, I think the whole season as a whole was freshman pretty successful. We went to Orion, we beat some really good teams. We had a great regular season. Unfortunately, sometimes the ball doesn't bounce the way you want it to bounce in a one-game series. But as far as growing as basketball players, having a winning season, I think a lot of coaches would trade places with me in order to do that. So success isn't always just that last game. It's about the growth and the way that these guys came back, so focused, so ready to lead. I think last season was even more successful than I actually thought it was.
Now, this year you have some new guys, some new players. Judah Bodntemps, who's a sophomore. You have Cameron Ziegler, Jayden, Orion, Cobb, and of course John Magna Jr. Talk about what they bring to the table.
Well, Cameron Ziegler's not new. He was a starter last year for us the whole season. So let's start with those three guys. Start with Markell, Alston, Jayden Ramirez, and Cam Ziegler. I know what I'm going to get. I know about toughness. I know about their ability to score the basketball. Judah, I said to them, I've never really coached. Maybe Tyson Walker's the closest thing I've seen to Judah. He's a guy that can just get to the basket anytime he wants. I think he's trying to fit in. I think Markell's doing an unbelievable job of mentoring him. As much as he won't take credit for that, I think he really is. I think John Magna's, being mentored by Jayden Ramirez from last year and into this year. So these new guys, I think they know what to expect because of our guys that are seniors.
Indeed. So this year you guys are playing in the Hoop Hall West Classic in Arizona and the Base Pro TOC. But you guys are also facing, some quality opponents in the league. Talk about playing in the Brooklyn Queens AA.
Any given night, anybody can beat you. If you're not ready to play, you're going to get beat. And I think that's the one good thing that I have. I have 3 seniors that know that. They were here when we went to Mount St. Michael, and I take everybody out of the game because we weren't ready to play. These 3, that's not going to be the reason we lose this year. We're going to lose because the other team just played better than us, or we're just going to put the ball in the basket, which I told them is going to happen this year. We might not lose the game, but we're going to struggle. It's not going to be a matter of us not competing. They know that the Brooklyn Queens League, they know these coaches, Gary Irving, Clyde Chapman, Ed Gonzalez, who I've been with, are going to have their teams prepared, and they're going to come after Christ in high school. So I think they're going to do a much better job than I'm going to do as far as making sure that our team is ready.
So fellas, how do you like wearing that LeBron gear?
It's great. Just the history of Christ the King in general is just amazing, and to be like a part of that, it's just very great as a player. So I know I have like higher expectations on me. It just makes me want to do better for myself, and it pushes me to do well.
It's taking that. It's a step up. It's people behind you. You just gotta fulfill their shoes.
So what are your favorite LeBrons to rock on the court?
I don't know that. When I got him the sophomore year, the low top, they were comfortable.
I don't know the numbers either, but it's a recent one. The ones you got last year was pretty tough. I like it.
So this question is for you two. What are some games that you guys are looking forward to, playing wise?
Azure, St. Louis, you don't play them this year.
I'm just saying all those teams that everyone thinks they better than us. It's all in all.
All right, y'all. Thank you guys for having us. Coach, shout outs to Coach Arbitello, Jayden, and lastly, Markell. Go check out Christ the King. Take that M train to Middle Village. Walk past the cemetery. Walk down that hill. Get into Christ the King High School. There's going to be plenty of good games this season. This is Dave's Joint, and I'm signing out. Peace.